Hello, class. This is my church service experience. About the church I went to, it's called Southstone Church. It's located in Katy, Texas, on Katy Fluellen Road. This is about 20 minutes from where I live, and this church is ran by Pastor Jason Robinson. I did some research on Pastor Jason, and he's from Louisiana and has been pastoring for about 15 years now. He has 4 kids, I think, and him and his wife started this church. It was originally called Church of the King, but recently they switched names to Southstone Church. So starting off with the worship, the songs were modern contemporary Christian songs, and they created an atmosphere of connection. Almost everyone in the building was singing along with their hands raised and really enjoying the songs. They played a few of my favorite songs, so this was really my favorite part of the worship. Like I said, the band was just really good, and they prayed in between some of the songs, and they were very engaged with the crowd, and the crowd was engaged with them. So I really enjoyed this part. Next, I will talk about the atmosphere of the service. This was a very spiritually powerful environment, like I said, especially during the worship itself, and you could really feel the spirit moving in there with how engaged everyone was. During the actual service, the pastor really connected his message to a lot of modern feelings that people have and things that we go through, and how to understand them, understand that they're valid. About the actual physical part of the atmosphere, there was a lot of people there, almost too many to fit in the building. There was standing room only, but that tells me that people really enjoy this church and that the pastor does a good job. Next, I'll talk about the actual message. The title was Make Feelings Make Sense. So, like I mentioned, Pastor Jason Robinson talked about some of the feelings that we go through in modern society, and that, a lot of them, their emotions and feelings are natural. They're going to happen. We're humans. God cares for our feelings. He acknowledges them, but that does not mean that they're always right. And what that means is sometimes you may feel something that maybe someone has wronged you or hurt you, but that's just your perception. He also talked about several ways that we can deal with our feelings, like maybe listening to music, or really taking a deeper dive maybe into the Bible, or trying to understand what we're feeling, because it may not always be valid, or we may be overreacting, or things like that. And lastly, the salvation prayer. This was at the very end of the service. And after he had finished with his message, he kind of concluded by explaining the gift of salvation that Jesus offers us. And he connected it to his message. And he had everyone bow their heads. And if anyone in the crowd wanted to accept Jesus in their life for maybe the first time, he would have you put your hand up while everyone's eyes are closed, and then at the end, after he acknowledges the people that want to be saved, he has the whole church say a prayer collectively, basically accepting Jesus into our hearts, just so it can kind of be an all-inclusive thing, which I thought that was really cool. Overall, this was a really good experience, and I will definitely be back.